Our daughter Grace has a very rare genetic condition called cardiofasciocutaneous syndrome. Imagine hearing that while you're holding your newborn baby girl. It is so rare that there are only 460 registered cases on the entire planet. That's 1 in every 15.2 million births. It's a spontaneous condition. My husband and I are not carriers, and it is not in our family tree. It was just the way God made her. It's a genetic condition, and not to give a biology lesson, but it means that she has a gene mutation. Our genes are made up of a unique alphabet, and in Grace's case, in the 1,801st position on the BRAF gene, she has a letter A where she should have a letter C. That's it. One letter. It is incredible what that one letter can do. It causes heart defects, unique facial features, and skin abnormalities. It causes shortened stature, severe cognitive delay, neurological concerns, and delayed gross and fine motor skills. And we live every day not knowing how long her life will be, or when the next issue will present itself. So congratulations, you have a beautiful, special baby girl that is going to test every ounce of every skill you've ever learned and challenge you to take on more than you ever thought was humanly possible. As if that was enough to take on, at the same time, we also discovered there was a needed work move that was going to take us from our home in Baltimore, Maryland to the UK. So in our first 6 months of parenthood, we were coming to terms with our beautiful baby girl who had needs we couldn't even begin to imagine, as well as organizing an international move and saying goodbye to our life and home we had built for the last 10 years. Welcome to motherhood. So now we are here, and the learning curve has changed again. Now it is not only learning about CFC syndrome and how to help Grace be as healthy as possible. It is learning a new healthcare system, new protocols, new procedures, and a new culture. And the answers still weren't coming. With such a rare condition, no one has ever heard of it, and no one knows what to expect. Will our daughter ever eat? Will she sit up? Will she walk? Will she speak? Will she ever use her hands? All of these questions and always the same response. We just don't know. So here I am, carer, advocate, and nurse, fighting for answers for my daughter so she can reach her full potential, whatever that means for her. It was Grace's speech and language therapist that first mentioned the Dame Vera Lynn Trust School for Parents, and I am forever indebted to her. Grace started with the School for Parents in December 2012. She was just over 1.5 years old and so tiny. She couldn't sit. She refused to use her arms or hands, and the slightest odd or loud noise would send her into sheer panic and cause her to scream uncontrollably. As I sat in that first session, everything inside me was saying, no, this is not going to work. Grace was already being seen by physio and occupational therapists, so how could this be different? How was sitting in this classroom with chairs and a table, arts and crafts, and noisy children going to make a difference? And as I stand before you, I have never been happier to say I was completely wrong. There are no words to describe the positive impact the Dame Vera Lynn Trust has made on Grace's development and on our family. Thanks to this remarkable charity, Grace is learning and she is doing. She can now sit unsupported and enjoy spinning around and carefully exploring the world around her. She can play the world's longest game of peekaboo, has a smile that will melt your heart and a giggle that is just infectious. She can take weight through her legs and stand supported, and will even take a few steps when highly motivated by her incredible teachers. She is pushing past potential that we didn't even know existed. The staff at the Dame Vera Lynn Trust School for Parents have the most amazing ability to reach into these very special children, find them, and unlock them in a way that is a miracle to witness. Through their dedication and genuine care for children like Grace, they are able to guide them in the most basic of skills, like sitting at a table or taking on tasks that are extremely challenging, like walking across the room or simply lying still. This can be a real challenge for children with a complex neurological condition. I'm not saying that being a mother doesn't also mean you are a carer, an advocate, and a nurse at times. The difference is my child cannot tell me what she needs or how she feels. She cannot say what hurts or when it's better. Everything that mothers like me do is done without any input from our children. And that includes a cuddle, a held hand, or for some, even a smile. But we do it. We march on, and we keep moving forward. But we don't do it alone. We simply can't do it alone, and our children wouldn't thrive if we had to do it alone. And thanks to generous people like you, we don't have to. The Dame Vera Lynn Trust is there to support us, guide us, and give us much-needed hands-on knowledge and support. The Dame Vera Lynn Trust is a local charity. It doesn't have the reach or budgets comparable to other well-known, albeit worthy, mainstream charities. That's why nights like this are even more important. Donations are what enable them to continue the vital work that they do. To run this very special school costs over £500,000 a year, and that can only be funded by generous people like you. There are envelopes on your table, and any donation you can make will help Grace, her classmates, and many more children continue to reach their maximum potential and enjoy the benefits of this truly wonderful place. On behalf of all the parents, thank you. Thank you for anything you can spare, for attending tonight, and for supporting the extraordinary Dame Vera Lynn Trust. Thank you.